We are ringside with Frantz Jean. We're talking 15 years of pro hockey. We're talking 4 appearances in the Stanley Cup, 2 Stanley Cup rings. You helped a guy win a Conn Smythe and a Vezina trophy. You were the goaltending coach of the Tampa Bay Lightning. 15 years in the game as a professional. But before that, you played Major Junior, the University of Moncton, where we crossed paths, and the Quebec League with the Moncton Wildcats. Our shared Moncton roots run pretty deep. And Frantz, it's great to be here. We're at the Scotiabank Saddledome in Calgary, and I thought this would be a great chance for you and I to finally share a little bit, not just about the journey, but about how you see, from the best league in the world, the NHL, the evolution of goaltending. It's become so much more scientific.
It's, especially like I've been in the NHL for 15 years. I've been coaching goalies for 27 years now. Having spent 12 years in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League and played before that. And it really gone into a level now where goaltending is the level of technical precision has to be at a high level. You know, back in the 90s, you could get away with a lot of little mistakes you would do in a game. You know, as the skill set of the players increased in the 2010 decades, you know. Now the quality of the shots, the sticks, you know, the quality of the sticks now, the flex, the skill level of the young players coming in, our ability to not make any mistake has decreased, you know, significantly. Like, we need to be very precise, very disciplined in our execution, and our leeway. That's the word I was basically looking. Our leeway in the game is very small now compared to what it was.
The margin for error.
The margin for error
is so small.
Yeah.
I've noticed the last few seasons in the NHL, it's almost like in October, November, and now here we are into December. It's almost playoff intensity because of that. Is that what I'm seeing?
Playoff intensity, it's playoff execution, and it's because like the ranking, you know, the standings are so close now. Every game really counts. When you fall into a sequence where you lose 5, 6, 7 games in a row, you're really in trouble. You know, like, it's very hard after that to make that game back. Because the other teams win. They win games too. So even if you get on a winning sequence, the other teams, if they're consistent, you know, like, you're never really gain a lot of ground on them. So you can never fall into those big losing sequence.
So in this high pressure world, you work with Andrei Vasilevskiy, arguably the best goalie in the world. What is it you can tell anyone watching in any field of high performance? What have you learned about what it takes to be best in the world? Well,
to be best in the world, it demands an unreal commitment to your craft. It demands an attention to detail, an ability to show up every day and wanting to get better. A passion for what you do, a love for what you do, love for the people you're doing it with. It's got to be basically, it becomes ingrained, or it's very hard to differentiate life and what you do. You know, you basically, what you do, it becomes what you are, you know. That's what I've noticed with, you know, not just Vasi, but Kuch, you know, Nikita Kucherov, you know, Steven Stamkos, you know, guys that are elite at what they do. They just become what they do.
And I know that you run a very successful business yourself in the off season. What do you think the parallel is between what you see from world-class goaltending and coaching the best in the world to how, you know, people run a business?
Yeah, well, for me, it's about one is giving back 100%, because I had the opportunity to have mentors through my career when I was a kid too. You know, I had people that kind of gave me a lot of time and allowed me to grow into the game. So part of it is giving back. The other part of it is to basically help kids live their passion. We're not all going to be NHLers. We're not going to all play in the NHL, but you can certainly have like an NHL level passion for something. And a lot of kids have it for the game, a lot of it have it for goaltending, and for me is about feeding that passion, giving them the tool basically to bring that passion as far as they can. And if it's the NHL, it's the NHL. If it's not, you know, they're gonna benefit from it in their life 100%.
The fire from within burns here at the home of the Calgary Flames, the Scotiabank Saddledome, where Frantz and the Tampa Bay Lightning will face off later against those Calgary Flames. And Frantz, continued success, and I know you're working on your third Stanley Cup ring, and wishing you all the best.
Thank you, Gare. It's always a pleasure, and unreal guy, unreal knowledge. You certainly pay attention to what he says. I always did.
I only paid him just a few dollars for him to say that. No, he's a great friend, and again, thank you for taking time to stop in and enjoy the words of Frantz Jean, goaltending coach from the Tampa Bay Lightning.